What's up, everybody? This is Modest Cody here with another Honda Grom performance mod video. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, but don't worry, in that time I actually have been putting quite a few upgrades onto the bike. It was mostly saving the money for it without hurting any of my other finances, because these things are somewhat expensive and kind of silly considering the price of the bike. But the way I look at it is that the bike is now a more expensive bike, and that's kind of what people buy more expensive bikes for. I just got to do it myself, which actually is pretty fun. I'm not going over the main upgrades I've done today or in the past few weeks, really. I'm actually going to go over one minor modification I did, but the main purpose of this video was to show you guys that I'm still here and I've done quite a few things to the bike, which I'm purposely trying to kind of hide right now, although you can probably see one or two of them since the last video. But I want to let you guys know that I'm still making videos, and there's quite a few to come here on this line of videos I've done in my channel pertaining to the Grom and these upgrades I've done, which there are quite a few now. Sorry for all the boxes I'm about to move, so it looks a little messy in here, but for good reason. Anyways, this is actually not a performance mod that I'm going to talk about today, but it's a very important mod that I think most people either struggle with and are seeking an answer to, or a solution, or probably have found out a long time ago how to fix it. But for those of you that don't go through the forums, and by the way, I'm not taking credit for what I'm about to show you. Someone else figured this out. But for those of you that don't go through the forums, I don't think I've seen a video on this just yet. The seat latch is one thing that some people have struggled with, myself included. That thing is a pain to get off there. It's terrible. And usually you have to work at it, and then getting it back in, you got to kind of like get it just right and then kind of use your fist to kind of bash it back into place. Turns out there's a really easy solution to that. I'm going to show you guys right now. So here you go. Here's your key. Unlock with one finger. Right up. And there's, of course, the power commander and the wideband too. But anyways, you can see that it comes off extremely easily, and it actually goes on with one hand. Getting it in the spot is not the easiest, but anyways, it goes on pretty easy too. Right back in. Really easy. Now in the past, I used to put it there and I have to go bam and put it back in there in its spot, and it would take a couple attempts sometimes, which really sucks as your helmet locks down here. And that's kind of annoying. You have to do that each time, although I have different means of locking it to the bike. However, most of you probably try to do it that way. So just again real quick, of course, see, it falls back into place so easily now. Anyways, the way you do this is there's some bolts right here, right there, and right there, and that's for the strap that goes around it, which most of you probably took off. If not, you don't really need it, but if you like the way it looks, keep it there. However, you can still do this if you want to keep it there, but you do have to take it off first, and there's these hooks beneath it right here. Those need to come off. They hook on right here and here, and I've been riding around for about 2 weeks now like this, and I wanted to test it to make sure it was good before I actually said anything, because people were saying it had no problems. They had no problems by taking these off, and that's true. There's no issues. The seat does not have any play. I mean, maybe a tiny amount, but it's not even noticeable at all while you're riding. More when you're just messing with it, you can kind of tell it might move a little bit more. This back latch back here and then the front one, those are enough to hold it in place very well. If you do want to keep the latches on there, the hooks on there, because you think that it's going to help out, which maybe it will, you should put washers beneath it. Again, not my idea. Someone else said that. Usually I think it's 2 that people put beneath it. But being that you took the strap off, you might need to do like 4 on each one of them to raise those hooks up. But just kind of play with it to get it right, because they're just hard to get in here, and you can actually see the scratches on here. Maybe not in the video, but you can see. You can see that it's eating it up, trying to get it in there. Just a slight poor design on Honda's part, maybe an oversight, and they might have already fixed it in the newer models. But this definitely resolves this 100%. I mean, it's so much. It's night and day, as they say. So, anyways. Not a performance-based mod, but definitely helps when making performance-based mods, because you're going to be getting in here all the time, not just to access the panels to get them off because the screws are beneath it, the fairings I mean, but also to plug into your wideband 2, which if any of you guys know or have this, you have to, if you're auto tuning, you need to take those tables off and put them into the program and tell it to keep the changes. So it's adjusting less and less as you ride and more tuned to what your bike is like in your climate and stuff like that. Anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for subscribing, those that you have. And thanks for all the nice things you guys say in the comments. Like I said, some videos are coming here pretty soon, and that's really the other main reason I did this video, is to show you guys that, hey, I'm still here. And those of you that have followed me and subscribed, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I got some stuff to show you guys, and you should be pretty happy, I'm sure, because I am definitely happy with the things I've done to this bike in the past few months now. All right, guys, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment on this video if you have something you want me to look into for future upgrades.